integrals. Here I am going to discuss or I am going to find the integrals for specially defined functions and as well piecewise continuous functions. Specially defined function in the sense the definition of the function is somewhat specially constructed. Look at this, I have an example here. F of x is a function and it behaves like x square if x is in between 1 and 3, and the definition of this f of x is 2x minus 3 if x is in between 3 and 4, and f of x is 7 if x is in between 4 and 6, and after 6 if x is greater than 6 then the function is not defined. If x is less than 1 then the definition of the function is not there, so it is not defined. So we are just observing the function, the definition of the function in between 1 3 3 4 4 6 as x square 2x minus 3 and 7. Now our task is to find the integral of 1.525 f of x dx. How to find this? As we discussed in the basic properties of definite integrals, to find integral values for these type of specially defined functions, we need to split these limits. Okay, there is a chance of splitting limits of definite integrals at the points where the function is discontinuous, at the points where the function changes its behavior, at the points where the definition of the function is bit different. Here, see, look here, at 3 the behavior and the definition of the function is changing. At 4 again the definition of the function is changing, and so we need to split this integral 1.5 to 5 at 3 once and at 4 once. Okay, so finally, therefore, integral 1.5 to 5 f of x dx is equals to integral 1.5 to, see, up to 3 f of x dx plus integral 3 to 4 f of x dx plus integral 4 to 5 f of x dx. Because the function definition, the behavior of the function is different in this region, different in between 3 and 4, and it is again different in between 4 and 5, and that's why. So this is equals to now integral 1.5 to 3. What is f of x in this region? If, see, the limits is from 1.5 to 3, what it means? It means x values are in between 1.5 and 3. If x is in between 1.5 and 3, so between 1 and 3 the definition is x square, so here we need to take x square dx plus integral 3 to 4. In between 3 to 4 f of x is this 2x minus 3, so 2x minus 3 dx plus integral 4 to 5. See, between 4 and 6 the definition is 7, I need up to 5, that's it, and that is 7 dx. So we need to apply integral as well as we need to apply limits one by one. Integral of x square is what? X cube by 3 with the limits 3 and 3 by 2 plus, see, integral of 2x minus 3, 2 is a constant, for x square it is x square by 2, so x square minus for 3 its integration is 3x between the limits 3 and 4, and for 7 its integration is 7x between the limits 4 and 5. Okay, now we need to apply the limits, upper limit first and then lower limit next. Okay, you just think about it, how to do. So this is equals to, here 1 by 3 is a constant and it is x cube, so 3 cube, see, first upper limit minus lower limit, right? So this is equals to 1 by 3 into 3 cube minus 3 cube by 2 cube. Okay, and then here x square minus 3x, first upper limit. If you take upper limit, 4 square is 16 minus 3 into 4 is 12, 16 minus 12 is 4, directly I am taking it as 4. And if you go with lower limit, 3 square is 9 minus 3 into 3 is 0, so 4 minus 0 plus 7 is a constant, for x it is 5 minus 4. So that is equals to 1 by 3 into, this is 27 minus 27 by 8. If you write that 27 out, 1 minus 1 by 8, which means 7 by 8 plus this is 4 and that is 7, 5 minus 4 it is 1. So you just simplify this and at the end you will get your answer. That's it. So to find the integral for this f of x in between the limits 1.5 to 5, you need to follow the definition and split these limits like 1.5 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5 like that. Okay, just have a look. And this is the way of finding integral values for different specially defined functions. Okay. So integral 0 to 10 step x dx, where step x is greatest integer function. We know that step x, చాలా సందర్భాల్లో మనం step x గురించి మాట్లాడుకుంటాం. Definition of step x is changing at every integer. If x is in between 1 and 2, step x value is 1. If x is in between 2 and 3, step x value is 2. That means step x value is different if x is changing from integer to integer. And that's why we need to split this limits 0 to 10 as integral 0 to 1 step x dx plus integral 1 to 2 step x dx plus integral 2 to 3 step x dx plus and so on. If you proceed, integral 9 to 10 step x dx. Once observe the procedure how we are moving. Okay, we are splitting like 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 5 to 6 up to 9 to 10. Okay, now this is equals to integral 0 to 1. First use the definition, then apply integral. In between 0 and 1, what is the value of step x? In between 0 and 1, step x value is 0 itself, and so this is 0 dx, and plus integral 1 to 2, this is 1 dx, plus integral 2 to 3, this is 2 dx, plus and so on. If you proceed, this is integral 9 to 10, 9 dx, because in between 9 and 10, step x value is 9 only, and this is equals to, for 0 dx, what is the value? So x between the limits 1 and 2, 2x between the limits 2 to 3, 9x between the limits 10 to 9. So here upper limit minus lower limit means 1, plus here 2 is a constant, keep it out, and then in the place of x, upper limit minus lower limit is 1, so that it gives us 2. Next term will give us 3. Like that, if you proceed, this last one, if you keep 9 out, then 10 minus 9 is again 1, so you left with 9. So finally 1 to 9 we need to add. So 1 to 9 adding in the sense 9 into 9 plus 1, 10 divided by 2, that is equals to 45 is our answer at the end. This is B. And as C, we need to generalize this. Okay, C, integral 0 to n step x dx for n belongs to integer. For n belongs to integer, what you say about integral 0 to n step x dx? That value is simply, when you proceed in the same way, you will get that answer as n into n minus 1 by 2. Just memorize it as a formula. See, since it is integral 0 to 10 step x dx, at the end we have this 10 into 9 by 2. In the same way, if you have integral 0 to n step x dx, then look at that n and your answer is n into n minus 1 by 2. That's the problem. Okay, have a look. Integral 0 to n fractional part of x dx. So how to calculate this? See, again we need fractional part of x is also a bit different from integer to integer. One way is splitting it as 0 to 1, 1 to 2 like that, and the other way is using the basic idea between fractional part of x and step x. Okay, what is that idea? We are very familiar that x is equals to step x plus fractional part of x. For any real, x is equals to step x plus fractional part of x. Use that here to answer. Our task is to find integral value for fractional part of x with the limits 0 to 1. So simply I am writing it like integral 0 to 1. This fractional part of x is nothing but x minus step x dx, and that is equals to integral 0 to n x dx minus integral 0 to n step x dx. And this integral 0 to n x dx means x square is right, x square by 2. X square by 2 is the limit 0 to n minus what is it? We have its value as n into n minus 1 by 2. You just try to simplify this. Okay, and on simplification our value is n by 2. So integral 0 to n fractional part of x dx is n by 2, whereas integral 0 to n step x dx is n into n minus 1 by 2. Right? Just try to memorize these two. Okay. Integral 0 to pi step of 2 sin x dx. Integral pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 step of 2 cos x dx. 0 to 100 pi step of tan inverse x, and 0 to 2 pi step of cot inverse x dx. See, we need to answer these type of problems. For all these type of problems, first of all, we need to concentrate on the function which is given in this step. We need to concentrate on the function which is given in this step. Okay, right. What is the function here? 2 sin x. See, we need to split this integral such that this function value is changing from integer to integer. We need to analyze this function at what value of x the functional value is changing from one integer to the other. At those points we need to break this given integral from 0 to 2 pi, and that's why you just concentrate on 2 sin x first. As given x is in between 0 and pi, in this case 2 sin x value is in between 0 and 2. So 2 sin x value is in between 0 and 2. The possibilities are 0 or 1 or 2. For 2 sin x, the possibilities are 0, 1 or 2. See, మనకు తెలుసు కదా, sin x value is always in between -1 and 1. In positive region 0 to 1, in negative region -1 to 0. 0 to pi means first quadrant and second quadrant, so sin x is positive. So 2 sin x is positive. Since it is between 0 and 1, since 2 sin x is in between 0 and 2, that's it. So the possible values of 2 sin x are 0 or 1 or 2. Okay, possible integral values. What I am saying? Possible integral values. And then think about sin x. Sin x is equals to 0 by 2, and then 1 by 2, and then 2 by 2. Okay. Since sin x is 0 or 1 by 2 or 1, you just think about x now. At what values of x sin x is 0? Sin x is 0, at x is 0, and at x is pi. Okay. At what values of x sin x is 1 by 2? Sin x is 1 by 2 at pi by 6. Pi by 6, right? Sin 30 degrees is 1 by 2, and again at 5 pi by 6 is again sin value is 1 by 2. And at what value of x sin x is 1? So it is 1 at pi by 2. Now just analyze this. We need to think about 0 to pi. We need to think about 0 to pi. Initially at 0, this functional value is also 0, but at what value of x it is changing from 0 to 1? It is changing from 0 to 1 at x is equals to pi by 6. At pi by 6, its sin x value is 1 by 2 and 2 sin x value is 1. So 2 sin x value is changing from 0 to 1 at a pi by 6. And again pi by 6 to pi by 2. Again pi by 2 to pi by 5 pi by 6. And again 5 pi by 6 to pi. Okay, what I am saying is we need to split this integral in such a way that integral 0 to pi by 6 step of 2 sin x dx plus integral pi by 6 to pi by 2 step of 2 sin x dx plus integral pi by 2 to 5 pi by 6 plus integral 5 pi by 6 to pi. Everywhere we need to write step of 2 sin x dx. So as I said for the previous problem, in this particular bound of x, in particular range of x, first of all identify the value of step 2 sin x and then apply integral. In between 0 to pi by 6, 2 sin x value is in between 0 and 1, so its step value is 0. So in the next step this is equals to 0 to pi by 6 0 dx plus integral pi by 6 to pi by 2. So 1 by 2 to 1. So this value is in between 1 and 2. So its value is 1. Pi by 6 to pi by 2 1 dx plus integral pi by 2 to 5 pi by 6. What is its value? 5 pi by 6 at 1 by 2. Okay. 0 point see at 1 by 2 and pi by 2 is 1. So 1 in the sense 2 sin x is 2. 1 by 2 in the sense 1. So in between 1 and 2. So again this value is 1 dx plus integral 5 pi by 6 to pi. Sin pi value is 0, sin of 5 pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So for step 2 sin x the value varies from 1 to 0. So this is again 0 dx. Since this is integral 0 dx, just neglect it, its value is 0. Since it is integral 0 dx, its value is 0. But since it is integral 1 dx, so our answer is x between the limits pi by 6 to pi by 2. Plus here again integral 1 dx, So integral 1 is x and we need to apply the limits 5 pi by 6 to pi by 2. This is what we need to calculate at the end. Okay, have a look. What we need to write? Upper limit minus lower limit plus upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so because of the space concern I am going to write here. So this is equals to, if you substitute upper limit, pi by 2 minus lower limit, which is pi by 6 plus, here again upper limit, and that is 5 pi by 6 minus, again lower limit, pi by 2. And simply cancel out, cancel out this pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. And then 5 pi minus pi is 4 pi by 6, and on simplification you left with 2 pi by 3. Okay, have a look at the end. Our answer is 2 pi by 3. Okay, see, you need to analyze the procedure how we are solving. ఇక్కడ మనం నేర్చుకోవాల్సింది ఇట్లాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని ఎలా చేయాలి అనేది. ఓకేనా, నేను ఈ బిట్ చెప్పాను and F is for your homework. Okay, you just write afterwards. Again I will discuss G, then you just do H in your own way. Okay, now see, first of all these type of problems వీటిని ఆన్సర్ చేయాలంటే ప్రొసీజర్ ఏంటో ముందు ఆలోచించండి. ఈ స్టెప్ లోపల ఏ ఫంక్షన్ అయితే ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిందో ఆ ఫంక్షన్ యొక్క రేంజ్ గురించి ఫస్ట్ ఆలోచించండి. ఆ ఫంక్షన్ యొక్క రేంజ్ గురించి ఆలోచించిన తర్వాత ఎవరైతే ఈ స్టెప్ లోపల ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యారో ఆ ఫంక్షన్ ఎప్పుడు దాని వాల్యూని ఇంటీజర్ టు ఇంటీజర్ చేంజ్ చేస్తుందో తెలుసుకోవాలి. దీని వాల్యూ అంటే 2 sin x వాల్యూలో ఉండే పాసిబుల్ ఇంటీజర్స్ 0, 1, 2 కాబట్టి 2 sin x అనేది 0 to 1, 1 to 2 మారినప్పుడు స్టెప్ వాల్యూ మారిపోయే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. అండ్ sin x అనేది 0, 1/2, 1 అనే పొజిషన్స్ దగ్గర చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో అకార్డింగ్ టు sin x you need to identify x and that x values are our required splitting points are, see, our required splitting points for this definite integral. Okay, that's the problem. Have a look. Very easy, but we need to analyze how to split and where to split that given definite integral. That's it. Okay, you just try F now. So you just do F. I am going to discuss G. Again you just do H in your own way. Now think about G. Integral 0 to 100 pi, step of tan inverse x dx we need to calculate. What it is? Step of tan inverse x between the limits 0 to 100 pi. Okay, so as I said, for all these type of problems, first of all we need to concentrate on the function involved in this step. What is this function here? Tan inverse x. So first, as I said for the previous one, we need to observe tan inverse x. See, for tan inverse x, usually what is the domain or what is the range? See, for tan inverse x, see, you may take any value in the place of x, any real value in the place of x. The domain is all the reals. Whereas what will be the range? The range is simply minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, so the range is simply what? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Right, and that too in particularly it depends upon the value of x. Here x is in between 0 to 100 pi. Since x is in between 0 to 100 pi, that means x is simply positive. Okay, and so the value of angle, see, here x is a real number. Okay, tan inverse x annamante ee x enti real number, result enti angle kada. So for suppose if you say tan inverse of x is equals to some theta అని తీసుకుంటే x is equals to tan theta, ఇదే కదా బేసిక్ కన్వర్షన్ బిట్వీన్ ఇన్వర్స్ అండ్ దెన్ tan. ఈ బేసిక్ ఐడియా నుంచి x అనేది ఏ రియల్ నెంబర్ అయినా అవ్వచ్చు, theta అనేది యాంగిల్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. ఓకే, రైట్. అండ్ నౌ ఈ x మనం తీసుకుంటున్నాం 0 to 100 pi అంటే x కంప్లీట్ గా పాజిటివ్. x పాజిటివ్ అయిందంటే యాంగిల్ ఫస్ట్ క్వాడ్రంట్ లో ఉండాలి కదా. minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 is the possibilities for results of tan inverse x అన్నాను అంటే ఈ theta అనేది minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 ఉంది అంటే theta lies in either first quadrant or fourth quadrant, but here the limits are 0 to 100 pi కాబట్టి పాజిటివ్ కాబట్టి ఖచ్చితంగా theta అనేది ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? ఓకే, for sure theta is in first quadrant. Since x greater than 0 as given, theta belongs to first quadrant. Since theta is in first quadrant, what are the possibilities for theta? 0 to tan inverse x కదా ఓకే pi by 2 అంటే ఏమవుతుంది pi is 1.14 pi by 2 is 1.57 theta is equals to 0 to 1.57 what is that theta that theta is simply nothing but tan inverse x values from 0 to 1.57 సో ఎక్కడ ఇంటీజర్ ఫంక్షన్ ఒక ఇంటీజర్ నుంచి ఇంకో ఇంటీజర్ కి ఎప్పుడు వాల్యూ చేంజ్ అవుతుందో అబ్జర్వ్ చేయమన్నాను సో tan inverse x is changing its value from 0 to 1 and then from 1 to 1.57 0 నుంచి 1 దగ్గర అంటే 1 ఒక్కటే సో tan inverse x 1 అవ్వాలంటే x ఏమవ్వాలి tan inverse x 1 అవ్వాలంటే see what will be the value of x జస్ట్ చూడండి ఒకసారి tan 1 అవ్వాలి అంతే కదా tan ఇన్వర్స్ x 1 అవ్వాలంటే x ఏం అవ్వాలి tan 1 అవ్వాలి పై 4 కాదు కదా మనం తీటా గురించి మాట్లాడట్లా x గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం ఓకేనా సో x ప్లేస్ లో ఏది తీసుకుంటే తీటా 1 అవుతుంది అంటే tan ఇన్వర్స్ 1 తీసుకోవాలి అంటే ఏమంటున్నానంటే ఇప్పుడు tan ఇన్వర్స్ x కున్న పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఏంటంటే ఇంటీజర్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ 0 and 1 ఈ రెండే ఇంటీజర్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ tan ఇన్వర్స్ x 0 అయితే x 0 tan ఇన్వర్స్ x కనుక 1 అయితే x tan 1 అంటే మన లిమిట్స్ ఇప్పుడు 0 to 100 పై స్టెప్ ఆఫ్ tan ఇన్వర్స్ x dx ని ఎలా మనం స్ప్లిట్ చేయొచ్చు అనేది ఆలోచిస్తే ఓకే ఫస్ట్ స్పేస్ ఐ యామ్ అరేంజింగ్ దిస్ జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ హౌ టు స్ప్లిట్ దిస్ అనేది ఆలోచిస్తే ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to tan 1 స్టెప్ ఆఫ్ tan ఇన్వర్స్ x dx ప్లస్ ఇంటిగ్రల్ tan 1 to 100 pi step of tan inverse x dx because we have only one change in the definition of tan inverse x from integer to integer at 1 only at 1 in the sense at tan 1 only okay so this is equals to integral 0 to 1 see 0 to tan 1 in between 0 to tan 1 step of tan inverse x is 0 only so 0 dx plus integral tan 1 to 100 pi after that tan 1 the value is just simply changes from 1 to 1.57 in that region step value is 1 only 1 dx so integral of 0 dx is 0 plus integral of 1 is x with the limits 100 pi to tan 1 and at the end your answer is 100 pi minus tan 1 there ends the problem this is all simply analyzation of tan inverse x మనకి tan ఇన్వర్స్ x గురించి బాగా తెలిస్తే ఈ రెండు స్టెప్పులు చాలా అసలు బట్ మీకు ఒకసారి గుర్తు చేద్దామని ఈ డిస్కషన్ మొత్తం చేశాను tan ఇన్వర్స్ x తీటా అయితే x tan తీటా అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ x అనేది రియల్ నెంబర్ tan ఇన్వర్స్ x అనేది యాంగిల్ x is all real values and tan inverse x is simply in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 so since x is given as positive కాబట్టి tan theta is in between 0 to pi by 2 first quadrant that means 0 to 1.57 0 to 1.57 లో ఆ వాల్యూ ఒక 1 దగ్గరే కదా ఒక ఇంటిజర్ నుంచి ఇంకో ఇంటిజర్ కి మారేది సో వి నీడ్ టు స్ప్లిట్ ఎట్ దట్ 1 ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ tan ఇన్వర్స్ x 1 అవ్వాలంటే x ఏం అవ్వాలంటే ఖచ్చితంగా tan 1 అవ్వాలి సో 0 to tan 1 is 1 integral at tan 1 we need to split plus tan 1 to 100 pi is our answer so these are all specially defined functions and these are all piecewise continuous functions in between 0 to tan 1 step of tan inverse x is definition is one way in between tan 1 to 100 pi step of definition of step tan inverse x is in another way we will define and that's why we need to split at this point so at the end our answer is this 100 pi minus tan 1 okay so మీరు జస్ట్ వింటే సరిపోదు నాతో పాటు ఆలోచించాలి ఎందుకు tan 1 దగ్గర మాత్రమే స్ప్లిట్ చేసాము అనేది ఆలోచించాలి వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ యామ్ సేయింగ్ tan 1 దగ్గర మాత్రమే ఎందుకు స్ప్లిట్ చేసామంటే tan 1 దగ్గర మాత్రమే ఈ స్టెప్ tan inverse x వాల్యూ మారుతుంది tan 1 కి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ దీని వాల్యూ 0 tan 1 కి రైట్ సైడ్ దీని వాల్యూ 1 దీని వాల్యూ అసలు 2 గాని 3 గాని ఎప్పుడు అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ లేదు కాబట్టి ఇంకా అదర్ స్ప్లిట్టింగ్స్ లేవు ఓకేనా మాక్సిమం పాసిబిలిటీనే దీని వాల్యూకి 1 స్టెప్ కి అదే లోపల ఉన్న tan inverse కి అయితే 1.57 వరకు కొద్దిగా ఆలోచించండి స్టెప్ ఫంక్షన్ గురించి ఆలోచించండి tan inverse x డొమైన్ గురించి రేంజ్ గురించి ఆలోచించండి వీటన్నిటిని ఆల్ టుగెదర్ మనం గనుక అప్లై చేస్తే అవర్ ఆన్సర్ ఎట్ ద ఎండ్ ఇస్ 100 pi minus tan 1 సో దీన్ని వన్స్ అండ్ ట్వైస్ అనలైజ్ చేసి if you are good and perfect at this G then you just try this H in our own way so and finally that's for today's class okay